What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Walt Disney World Resort here in Orlando, Florida. And today we're here to check out a brand new attraction. This is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Wait, we're not riding Guardians?
No, unfortunately not. It's still under construction. Wah, wah. I know. Nice. It will never open. No, but seriously, so this is an identical ride to the one at Disneyland Paris, at Walt Disney Studios. I have not seen a POV of that attraction.
Me neither.
So I do not know what to expect. I know it's a trackless dark ride, obviously themed to the movie, and that's about it. And I'm very excited to experience this. And let me just say, this is a very difficult attraction to get on.
Oh yeah.
So this is using the same boarding system as Rise of the Resistance, which if you're unfamiliar, they're no longer using the system for that attraction. You can just enter the line like any other ride. But for this, you have to get a boarding group. And so at 7 a.m. From your hotel that you're staying at or wherever you are, you can reserve a boarding group for Ratatouille. And then once you're actually in the park, if you missed that reservation at 1 p.m., you can reserve another spot. And
but they go away in like 5 seconds.
They're gone. And so
there's also the purchasable option.
Right, you can pay some money for Lightning Lane, which is the new experience here at Disney, which is you pay a couple bucks and you don't need a boarding group, you can just enter. Those are gone instantly. And so we haven't been able to get to Epcot before 1 o'clock, which is, again, when that second boarding group option is. Just because of our schedules, we can only come in the evening. Mm-hmm. And so we have not been able to secure a boarding group at all, and so the only option for us was Lightning Lane, and this is so difficult to get because of how fast they go.
Yeah, and they open up to resort guests at 7 in the morning, and they tend to like buy them all out before there's even a chance. So if you're not staying at a Disney resort, it's a lot.
Yeah, like I literally cannot emphasize this enough. We were checking every single day, trying to get a Lightning Lane. We're like, here Disney, have our money so we can ride this ride. And whatever. Point is, we're finally here, we're gonna ride it, and I'm excited.
And I heard at the very end they have a little cooking class and they teach you how to make ratatouille.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm totally lying, that's not
all right, whatever. Let's head over to the France Pavilion. Approaching the France Pavilion, we can see the Disney Skyliner over there. We got to do it this past week.
We did, and as much as it kind of scares me, don't ask me why, that thing goes fast. Like the launch off of like when you come out of the station is like better than a Slinky Dog Dash.
Literally, not even lying.
And the views are cool during the daytime. At night it's a little harder to see anything, but it comes into the breaks hot, and if you experience that, don't freak out. It's supposed to do that, because Tyler freaked out a little bit.
I have never been on the Skyliner, but like that launch looks insane. I mean, you can kind of credit.
It's an intimate LSM launch.
Literally, it's an intimate LSM launch coaster disguised as a Skyliner.
I knew it.
I see Disney and slick.
Bonjour. No, that was so crazy.
That was horrible.
Bonjour. Bonjour, everybody. Was that better? Bonjour. Welcome to Français.
Français?
Yo, welcome to France.
Je parle français?
Bless you. You've made it to the entrance of Ratatouille, and there he is, right there, Remy. He's standing on a block of cheese.
I could eat, like if that was real cheese, I could eat that much cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
And I could do it.
There's even Christmas decorations up around this. This is beautiful though. Look at this queue. I have no idea how much of it is indoors versus outdoors, but we're definitely gonna have to be waiting outside for this. Here we go, all set to board Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Let's enter the line. Been in line for about 30 minutes now. They said it would be approximately a 40-minute wait. Gotta say, not too impressed with the queue so far. We've mainly waited in outdoor switchbacks, and I'm kind of surprised there's no decorations here, but hopefully we get some cool stuff before the loading area. Okay, the boring part of the queue opened up into the cool part of the queue. I guess now we're like outside. It's like we're on a rooftop. I thought we were entering Gusto's restaurant, but now it's like a guy's apartment or something like that.
It's a little art gallery?
Art gallery or something. We do have lots of pictures on the walls finally. Nice change of pace from that other room when there was nothing. Hey, look, we're back to the blank walls. Were they on a budget? I don't know.
Check back.
Interesting.
Inside the vehicle at all times. Oh, and keep an eye on your children.
So we're like boarding the rats?
Yeah, so they're actually real rats that were blasted with gamma radiation from the Hulk ride at Universal. So that's it all makes sense. Yeah.
It's all starting to come together. All right, everyone, get in the rat.
Oh, we're spinning. Okay.
Chef Remy is waiting for you. This way.
Wait, that's it! Hey, what are you doing? Que manigancez-vous? Out of my way! Rapidement, 4 ratatouilles pour la carte! Vous serez toujours les bienvenus chez Remy. À bientôt et bon appétit!
All right, we just got off Remy's Ratatouille adventure, and honestly, my first thought was, that was it? Like, really?
Yeah, it was really hard to, I mean, like, I understood the story, you're supposed to be like a rat running away, but it didn't really have like the culinary thing that I thought it was gonna have. And then I thought that they were gonna like blast like scents that you could smell certain foods, but that wasn't it. It was really weird storyline, kind of hard to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little hard to follow.
Not a ton of practical sets. Like I guess I was kind of envisioning like a lot more like practical sets where it like felt like you were in a kitchen, but it was very heavily screened, which could be good, but
we've seen like where screens are much like they're utilized better. Like,
yeah. I just hear Trackless Dark Ride at Disney, and I'm like, Mickey and Minnie's was amazing. Rise of the Resistance
and Mickey and
was
Minnie's
amazing.
uses majority screens,
But you don't
and
even
that's
feel
fine.
like it.
Yeah.
You don't even
But
feel like it's screens though.
this, I don't know. I didn't think it was that good, honestly. Like I don't know if it was my expectations. Again, I hadn't seen a POV or anything. Like here I was thinking, Trackless Dark Ride coming to Epcot. That's gonna be like the best ride there. Like I don't even know if I'd put it top 3.
And even like the motion of like the rat wasn't as realistic. Like,
Yeah.
Like the motion of like walking, moving, running.
And,
it just
and
wasn't-
even the fact that it was like a trackless system, I didn't feel like it used it to its full potential.
Yeah.
You know, like Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's and even Who's Honey Hunt and Tokyo. Like these are all trackless dark rides that have like really awesome use of that system, and this didn't really like do anything that interesting.
There were a couple cool things though if you looked like around, but usually, you know, your eyes are directed towards the screen, but since we were filming, I was like kind of looking everywhere. And there was like some parts where like if you looked up, it looked like you were like under an oven, like there were some effects over you, or if you look to your side, you're supposed to be on like a cart and you see the wheels turning, which those are practical sets, but it's like minimal. I don't know, I just didn't feel like super immersive. Even with the
It
queue.
wasn't really that immersive.
Yeah.
And the queue was weird too.
The queue
Yeah,
was
there's a
weird.
whole
It was
other
like
line.
half of the queue was cool, and then half of the queue was like there was nothing.
Not cool.
It's not a ride I'm rushing to come back to.
No. Yeah.
But it definitely is a family ride though.
Yeah.
Like on the plus side, it's definitely something everybody can enjoy.
Yeah.
Anybody can ride.
Like it's not horrible, don't get us wrong. Like it's fine. It's just not
fine.
Disney level.
It
like you
didn't
think.
meet the Disney expectation that you have when like the past several rides that they've done are like Rise of the Resistance, like even Frozen. You know, that was reusing an old ride with like a boat ride, but I think that's a much better ride than like that's like a more cohesive story and everything. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed too. Yeah. Well,
Rats.
Harmonious has begun, and we got a chicken donut. And that right there was a couple clips from Harmonious. You know, I never got to see Illuminations, which
I'm
was
so sorry
the
for you.
show that it replaced. but I gotta say, I think the show is fantastic.
It is fantastic. It's very cool. They take all of like the classic Disney songs and they have a bunch of new ones in there too, and they're meant to kind of represent the different countries that are represented here.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them are sung in multiple languages.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the show is that you can clearly see each individual country in the show, and also I like the big arms that are on the lake as well.
It's so graceful, and also the scale of this show is huge.
It is gigantic.
Like all of these barges, all of the moving parts. You have these arms that are doing these really cool motions, shooting water out of them, and fireworks. There's spotlights, projection mapping.
It's very different than Illuminations had
Yeah.
one small globe. But the thing that was cool about it was that it had music that didn't have any words until the very end. So it had no language, whereas this is like, okay, let's try and do a bunch of Disney songs in different languages. So it's just a different take on togetherness. But it's cool.
That is one of the things that I liked about the show is that they were doing Disney songs but in different languages. So it obviously it represented all countries, but it was more obvious. It was pretty cool.
It is definitely more visually interesting though, but I don't feel like it has quite as much like emotional
impact, right?
Yeah, like if you watch Illuminations and you didn't cry, like, are you okay?
I don't know, I never saw it. But as someone who never saw it, I think this is pretty freaking awesome.
It is awesome.
It is fantastic.
I do not deny that.
Yeah, I just love like a really cool spectacle, something that's eye-catching. Like this, there's lots of things to look at, and I don't know, overall in terms of like nighttime shows, I think this is one of the best ones out there. So I think if you come to Epcot, this is more worth seeing than Ratatouille.
Easily, 100%.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was an interesting day. We were doing a lot of the stuff for the Food and Wine Festival, which eating a lot of good stuff.
Oh,
We had a
so
sriracha donut with chicken on it.
It was amazing.
Sounds weird,
It was amazing.
but quality stuff.
It is, yeah, I know.
Oh wait, they saw that hanging out of my mouth earlier.
Yep,
It
yeah.
looks more appetizing before I do that.
I'm sure that the screenshots will show up on Twitter and stuff, so enjoy that. No, it was a fun night, and even though Ratatouille was disappointing, I'm still glad that we got a chance to go on it. So, yeah, hopefully, if you're heading to Epcot soon, maybe our thoughts on Harmonious and Ratatouille will help your experience if you're coming here. And if you have been here to experience these new attractions, let us know down in the comments below what you think. And stay tuned for more videos here at Coaster Studios, and we'll see you next time.